Good evening, Fantasy Degenerates. It's week 10. Figure bring you back another video. So what we're going to do this week, we only have 3 weeks left until the playoffs. It's pretty tight at this point, as you can see. What I've done, I've written out the teams with the power rankings, where I believe you're at now, what your record is, who you have on the remaining schedule, and then your what I'm going to predict is your final record, and then your playoff seed at that point. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 10 I have is Glenn. You're 1-8 right now. You have Rusty, Tommy, me left on your schedule. You're 2-10. There's not really much to talk about, man. I see you finishing, like I said, at 2-10. They're on that 10 seed. Luke, you are 2-7 at this point. I do have you getting an upset win against Tommy and ending your season at 3-9. So there is your, I guess, your small victory for kind of a shitty season, man. And so we move on to right now. I have Kelly. I have you at 8. This should be, like I said, all season. This should not be any kind of surprise to you. Really didn't care much about your draft, and you do end up winning 2 of your last 3. You're not going to beat me this week, however. You're going to end up at 6-6. Your issue is that you only have 870 points now, and you are going to be probably in a kind of a hold here with Gino and Tommy. They both have probably, looks like about 60 some points difference from you. I don't think you're going to be able to make up those points, especially between the two of them. So I do see you on the outside looking in and finishing the year at number 7. Rob Rouse, I don't know what to tell you, man. You don't win another game this year, and the reason why is because you pretty much have the same amount of points as scored as Luke. You have 755, and Luke has the 752 now. Plus you play David, Kelly, and Sean. You're not going to get a win against any of those. So I see you finishing 8th. Gino, you look at this point right now. You are. I see you beating Luke, of course, because everyone's beating up on Luke at this point. See you finishing at 6-6, making the playoffs, getting that 6th seed just because of that point differential I talked about earlier over Kelly. So move up to number 5. Tommy, you're going to hate me for this. The only win that I see you getting is this week. Then you're losing to Glenn, and then Luke is upsetting you in week 12, putting you at 6-6 at that 5th seed. I do think that you're going to do some damage, though, in the playoffs because Drew Brees, I feel, has probably one of the best strength of schedules probably to finish out the season. So, like I said, I see you making some noise in the playoffs. Probably not winning the championship, but maybe getting to the championship game. I have myself at number 4 and pretty much winning out the rest of the season. Sean, overrated, of course. Glenn, you're not going to beat me. And Kelly, I think we'll have a tough match this week, but you're going down. So I have kind of an easy schedule, I think, in these next 3 games. What's going to make a difference is, which I have Sean at number 3. He's going to lose probably this week, like I said, against Tommy, next week against me, and then beat Rouse in that final game. I do hold a 75-point lead over Sean, and we are in the same division, so that's going to put me in that number 2 slot in the playoffs. And Sean, you're going to be pretty much at number 4 at this point. So, like I said, I see you losing these next 2 games, winning Rouse. So then we move on to our top 2 teams. We have David, who is 5-4, which is shocking at this point. You did make a big trade with that Lacey trade. And I'm not sure how in the hell that trade did not get vetoed. It wasn't as dirty as the trade that Rusty pulled off with Golden Tate or whatever, and him and Sean. But yeah, you definitely benefited from that trade. Not sure how that happened. But So Rusty's in your division. Rusty is on fire, scoring shit tons of points. You're going to end up at the number 3 seed, right there below Rusty, because you guys are in the same division. And Rusty, of course, he's at 6-3, got himself a new house. Everybody go to his crib, party at Rusty's. He'll be hitting a pawn shop to fill up all those rooms. But he's 8-4. I've seen him finishing the season at 8-4. David, you will beat him in that last game of the season, kind of a boost of confidence going into the playoffs. And Rusty, holds a 30-point lead on you, so it's really going to be kind of a shootout between the two of you. So I do have Rusty at the number 1 seed. So there you have it, quick rundown of some projections to finish out the rest of the season. And once we start the playoffs and the playoffs is figured out, probably shoot another video, maybe have a guest or something, kind of break down the playoffs for you. So far it's been a good season. I've enjoyed a lot of the trash talking and things, a lot of good trades, so keep it up. And so there you have it, analyze it, talk some shit, do whatever, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to stick. So see you later.